Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. Comic Book Gallery. West Coast Geeks, my other channel for non-comic book related topics. How we doing, people? So I deleted this video that I showed where I was just like going through and showing you my CGC books, or not CGC, my graded books. And I didn't like the quality when I went through afterwards and posted it, which I should have looked at it before, but some of the grades you could barely see, and sometimes you wouldn't be able to see the book as well. And that's my fault. So instead, on top of just redoing it, but I also want to take this opportunity to help out new collectors or people who are getting back in. So the first book I have is Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, number 20. I bought this because this is an Adam Hughes cover, and I do like the artwork. So I paid $30. And when I say I paid, that includes shipping, because usually I try to buy stuff in lots. So big books, I just say whatever I paid the price for, that's what I paid the price for. And it's showing, I went to a free site called Comic Price Guide. And they're showing a 9.8 at $11. So I took a negative $19 loss in value, or not value in this case. Wah, wah. But I don't regret the purchase, because look, it's $30, and I would have spent that if I would have sent that in anyway. So will I think this book go up in value? No. But did I buy it just because I liked having a graded book and it's Adam Hughes? Yeah. So, win for me. Next one was actually, this one is a little bit disappointing for me. Even though I love the cover. So, Doomsday Clock number 198. I paid like $50, and the graded value of a 9.8 is $17. So that's a negative 33 loss. But first, it's cool because you can see the Superman, the Wonder Woman, and Batman. And then if you tilt it back, you see Rorschach. Who knows if this book will go up. I bought it because it's a 9.8. It's, it's graded, and I don't have to worry about this comic book getting damaged. So I'm okay with that. So all these books that I buy, whether they take a loss, in some cases percentage-wise, like a big loss, I don't care as much. But because these are the books that I really enjoy collecting. So this one, I won in an auction for TiVo, for Lords of the Long Box, and it's Miss Marvel number 18. With shipping, I paid like $65. Right now it shows $74, and then so it's plus 9. Now, also remember that these values are going to be constantly going up and down. And this service that I found, they don't keep up on like everyday tickers. So, go to eBay, see what's going on. I did like Go Collect, but now they're making you pay to see a lot of information, and some of it was just basic information, which they used to give you free before. So, not using Go Collect, because my channel is, I'm not trying to sell. Eventually I'll probably sell some books, but I don't have a comic book store or even a comic book online store. So why do I care about getting the exact price at that moment for fair market value at that day at 2:00 in the afternoon or whatever? I don't. So if you are going to be doing that and flipping books, then yeah, you should pay for a service like that. But if you're not, don't pay it. It's I guess it's not worth it in a sense, because those facts don't really apply to you, and you can always look at eBay and you just go to sold, and you see what's selling, and then you can average in the price of your book that you want to post it. You can do that for free. So, Secret Wars number 8, people. I paid $100 for this with shipping. Um, so the graded value is $210. So finally, a nice plus 110. And getting books like these, like you're gonna see in my collection, I don't have that many 9.8s. I don't even have that many 9.6s. I buy, or mostly like opportunity buys, or what people aren't willing to invest. Like nobody wanted to spend close to $100 for that book, and so I picked it up, and now it's worth more. So just because the book's 8, 7, 6, 5, whatever, depending on the age, like bronze and like silver and gold, and some bronze ages, if that's all you can afford, that's what you get. Okay, so we got exports number 1. This is the variant bloody cover. And so all they did was just have blood. So yeah, cool. But I bought it because I did like the cover, and I did enjoy reading this series of this like assassin X-Men group. I paid $30 for it, and graded value right now is $2.95 for an 8.5. I'm like, are you kidding me? So that's a loss of negative $27. That's a definite wah wah. Will this ever really go up in value? Who knows? Don't care. I like the book. So, all new Wolverine. This one I did have to go up on eBay to look to verify some prices because, like I said, comic book price guide. I don't think they stay up on, like I said, day to day. So I paid like $80 with this, and I think I might have had some eBucks, so this probably came down a little bit lower to 80. So the graded value is 100, so that's plus 20. But I was like, that's it? I thought I was seeing all kinds of videos about her going up and down. So as a side note, I wrote on here, this book can go as high as 215. But for the moment, I'm only counting it for this grading service. So it's plus 20 instead of plus 100 and something. But still, I do like Laura. I think she's a cool character. I'm looking to see more of her in the MCU. So this is her first series as the all-new Wolverine. Now here's a book I picked up for 2 reasons. One, I got it pretty cheap. So X-Men number 4, the first appearance of Omega Red, with a signature signed by Jim Lee. I paid $75. Graded, it's showing $70. That's minus 5. But it's a signature, so I can charge you a little bit extra because there's no set value at a signature. It's what a person's willing to pay. So, So just think about that when you're pricing and when you're buying. But either way, I love Jim Lee. He's a great artist, and I love this. I might try to get a raw copy that I think is a 9.8, but until then, I am good with this. Alright, so right now, people, you're probably thinking, Joaquin, man, with all these negatives, you don't seem to be doing too good. Until Cable came along. So, New Mutants, 87, the first appearance of Cable. And this one, I paid $175. Now, I did pay $200 for it, maybe like $201, something like that. It was like around $200. But I had a $25 eBay bucks. So graded value of a 9.4 is 210, and that is only $35. You're like, well, I can't. I thought you're supposed to be getting some big hype numbers. Yeah, but it's cable. So usually when you buy books like this, they're going to take a while to go up in value. So in my case, this is like about 3, 4 years ago, something like that, give or take, maybe a little bit longer. But again, I have the first appearance cable. I have it graded, and that's all that matters to me. As much as I would like to have 9.8s, I can't afford 9.8s of certain books. Another great example. Teen Titans number 12. 9.6. Love this cover. I got it for like $75 because I had some eBay bucks, and I got it reduced to that. And at a 9.6, its current value is $220. So that's, plus 145. So finally a big plus for Joaquin. Yay! Love the cover. Probably wouldn't get rid of this. Which brings me up to a book that I just had to have, and I got it as a 9.8. So The Dark Knight, Batman Who Laughs, number 1. I paid $75 for this, and it's only worth 80. So that's a plus 5, but man, even if I had this at a negative 10, 15, or $20 loss, I wouldn't care because I love this cover. It's a 9.8. If for whatever reason he ever makes the big screen, which I doubt anytime soon, but he's a character that we're probably all getting sick of, and hopefully they'll take a break from all this dark metal stuff, but we all know they won't. But I still got a 9.8, so that's the last but. All right. Oh. Yeah. One more stack. All right, so we're going to start off with the highest X-Men and work my way down. And so let's start off with 266, first appearance of Gambit. I know there are people out there, but the market has spoken, and I'll tell you probably what's one of the biggest factors why this stays is because at the time, CGC and a lot of other grading companies have put this as the first appearance. When they were able to finally verify it through looking up through dates that Marvel released or publishing companies finally released the dates that these came out, and there was no longer disputing anything. The X-Men Annual number 14, which I do want to get, but I don't think I'm going to get a CGC cover because to me that part's not worth it. Came out around the same time, but that's why they were saying this, but it turns out that it beat it by maybe a month or something. But it doesn't matter. The market's spoken, so for all those who have your Annuals 14 and claim that this is the first Gambit, you're right, but it doesn't change that most people aren't going to give you full value for his first appearance because everybody's invested in this. Well, so whether you agree or you disagree, leave a comment below. Also, if you're new to the channel, hello. And I would appreciate you subscribing to help support the channel. And I hope I've earned that subscription, watching this video so far. So, Uncanny X-Men 266, 9.4. I paid 100. Why? Because it's a 9.4. Everybody wanted higher. This book now is $375. So my first big value, which actually it'd be the second, but it's $275, and then the other one, the Teen Titans, is $145. But hey, $275, man, I've almost tripled my money on this. Now, I do want to get the rest of these series graded. So I picked this Uncanny X-Men number 211 for $70. It's worth 85, so I got plus 15. It's the first full appearance of the Marauders, and this is part of the Mutant Massacre story, which I do want to get graded. So I'll be out there looking for that. But still, great Wolverine cover. All right, moving our way down. Another cool Wolverine cover. X-Men 162 Wolverine solo story. And they're fighting the Brood. So, right now, I feel that these books right here, I paid $45, the value's $32. If you can pick up these books, then I would definitely pick these up all day. Like 50, 60 bucks, I'd have no problem spending on a 9 and above. Because eventually all these books in this series right here, everything from 100 to 200, it's going to take a big leap once the MCU officially enters the once the X-Men officially enter the MCU. And they will be doing a Brood story. They're already getting us ready with all these Cosmos, so it's only a matter of time. All right. Here's it. X-Men 150 9.6. I paid $50 for this. It's worth like 60, so plus 10. I like the cover. X-Men versus Magneto. Enough said. And then you have Storm holding Kitty Pryde. She's all jacked up. So I don't know what you did, Magneto, but hopefully you'll pay for that. And speaking of Kitty Pryde, no, I don't have the first appearance graded. I have a first appearance raw, but here we go. Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men Alpha Flight appearance. Wolverine dons a new costume. First appearance of Heather Hudson, so we got a lot going on. It's a 9.4. I paid $60. The book's worth $65 plus 5. Wah, wah. And I snipe a lot of these books, so you wait until the last second and then you just put in the max and you grab a book that way. So sometimes you get these auctions that end at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I kind of love those auctions because I don't mind setting my alarm to snipe a book and then going back to bed and then going to work. Now, here's a book I got cheap because it is a PGX, and they have it at a 9.0. So this is 134, and I got this for 80. They're showing 136, so that's plus 56. And I bet you that I could take this book, take it out, have it pressed and clean, send it off to CGC, and it'd probably do better than a 9.0. So unless there's something in there that I don't know about. So it looks like some of this dirt right here might be able to come off. So who knows? But either way, I'm not going to do it. But if I wanted to, that's what I'd do. Again, another PGX book. Got super cheap because it's PGX. So yeah, works for me. 9.2 X-Men 133. I picked this up for 70. It's worth 204 plus 134. Now you can tell me, Joaquin, if you try to resell this with the PGX label, no one's going to give you full value. That is true as long as I'm willing to leave it up there until somebody does give me full value. Think on that. So if you want to sell a book for full value, you just leave it up there. Eventually the price will go up to where it is a good deal. Or somebody's just going to buy it anyways because there's not one of those books on the market. Probably one of my favorite X-Men covers, The Trial of Colossus. 122. I paid $75 for this. This book's now worth $218, it's a 9.2. So that's not bad, you know. Plus 142, plus 134, plus 156 for those past 3 books in a row. It's like bam, bam. Now, sadly, as these older books, looks like I'm taking a loss on the last 3 books, which makes me sad. But what doesn't make me sad is that I have these already graded. So, I have an X-Men 115. This person listed it as the first appearance of Sauron, and I think that's what stopped a lot of people from bidding on it. Wait a minute, I think I got this out of order. Yep, I did. Oh, no, I didn't. All right, 115. I paid $45 for this book. Now, it's showing at 6.5. It's only worth 20. So it's like 25. With this book, I didn't pay for shipping because I bought other books. So and now X-Men 108. I got this book. Make sure my camera's more straight. Stay. All right. I got this book because I'm trying to collect 1 through 500 of the first run. And whether I'm able to accomplish that, I don't know. Maybe it'll be on my deathbed. I'll be able to around that time. Who knows? But to get an X-Men 1. But until then, I'm doing everything I can to scrape up and get X-Men 1. But I'm also buying stuff in between. So, X-Men 108. I paid $60. The value of a 7.0 is $50. That's a negative $10. Womp. Alright. Now, the last book I paid $65 for. This is the second appearance of Sauron. And I think some people might have got thrown off on this because there is another copy that I actually, when I bought it, I didn't even know until after I bought it, and I was looking it up, and I kind of lucked out. That X-Men 61, this is at the time, and they did the same thing as the first appearance of Sauron. They had a J.C. Penney's collection comic, and the only difference is that they made this part right here. So you see how that's kind of like a dark purple? They made this a blue. That's the difference. So instead of like, picking another color, like putting it in green or maybe putting it in red so people know, no, they put it in a similar color. And I lucked out that I didn't get that one because that one is not worth that much at all. So I paid $65. And this book is at a 7.5, is valued at $80, so that's plus 15. So I'm like, yay! So I don't know how many X-Men books I did. I'm starting to collect my X-Men collection. All right, so then I wrote down here on my little piece of paper, which I was reading off of. So a negative value loss is like $99, but I just rounded it up to 100. Value gained is $976. Money I spent is $1,369 for all these books. So if you add that up to the value gained minus 100, so 876 with the 1,369 equals $2,245 in value. So I didn't double my money, probably close to 2/3 or 1/4. I'm not good at math. I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me, but I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, I do like this cover. So if you stay with me this far at the end, hit the like button. And if you're new, definitely subscribe because you made it this far. These are the books that I'm like, that I really enjoyed collecting out of my X-Men books right here. So, and then the other one, you know, not that they're going to fit, but hopefully they will. But, and then these two, of course. So, hope you were entertained. Hope you are going to have a good weekend. And I'll catch you next video. Take care, people.